All right, all right. What's good, yo? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve, coming at you live from EmceeTV studios in downtown Des Moines. We got a real special one for y'all tonight. You know what I mean? So as always, you know what I mean. I got my homie with me.
This your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the coast, and they know.
And tonight we got Rich Tycoon, Oakland native. You know what I mean?
Man.
Legend.
Tycoon.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. Yeah.
I appreciate you sitting down with us, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me. I really, really do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know what I'm saying, Big Ray West and the whole city of Des Moines, man. And of course yourself, Steve, man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely appreciate you. This is awesome. I'm just blasting out the link real quick so we can get a couple folks on here with us, and we'll spread the word. Get some comments in from the Facebook and whatnot. So then, yeah, make it real official. So, how's the before we went live, we were talking about the weather a little bit. How's everything out? You're in Oakland?
Right now, I'm actually up in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? At my partner house, which is about an hour north of Oakland.
Okay.
So, yeah, it ain't too far away. But yeah, right now, just up here doing the damn thing, man, for a couple of days. You said you posting a link on Facebook?
Yep, I'm tagging you in it right now, bro.
Okay, for sure. I'm going to share
Appreciate
it.
Boom. I just did it. So that should have us all in there. And yeah. So that should get a little bit of the word out. Get it cracking.
Okay.
Ray, why don't you go ahead and set it off for us real quick while I get everything over here kind of dialed in.
So West, man, we sitting here with the OG homie, the big homie, Rich Tycoon, man. How you feeling? How you doing, Dougie?
Man, I'm feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? Happy 2024 to both y'all, EmceeTV and the whole nine, man. And that's, man, I know we're a few weeks into this thing, man. But yeah, I'm feeling good because it's still the beginning of the year to me. You know what I mean?
Sir.
So yeah.
Shit, so you say you in Sacramento right now, man. What type of business you taking care of out there in Cali? I see you running back and forth to the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Niggas out here in Des Moines is calling you roam around rich. You know what I'm talking about? Tell us about that, man.
I'm out here really just in the area, man, working with my buddy, my partner Mike, and a couple of business ventures that he working on. And so yeah, I'm assisting him in a business way as well as, like, you know, creative way and stuff like that, man. So we got some good things popping that caused me to come back here,
Yeah,
and connect the dots. So yeah, that's why I'm back here, man. As well as I take my studio with me everywhere I go. So you know, I'm always recording. I'm always into something musically. So yeah, man. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
How did you get into the music, man? You know what I'm saying? How did you get into recording and rapping and releasing music and all that? How old was you? You know what I'm saying? Give us the scoop.
Man, R.I.P. and shout out to Dangerous Dame, man, because that was one of my childhood partners coming up in East Oakland. You know what I'm saying? We went to school together all through elementary, and around, you know, I guess about 7th grade or something, he started rapping along with our other classmate, Little Rob, and I was watching them do their thing. And so that's what got me interested in it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of just took it upon myself to pick up a pen, pick up some dictionaries, you know what I'm saying, some thesaurus, and get intimate with it, man. And like hella years later, you know what I'm saying, still doing it, and I love it. You feel me? So yeah.
I had read a story that your pops was, or your family, I guess. I think it was your dad, but your family definitely encouraged, you know, you to be well rounded, and you said, you know, if you came home and didn't have any homework, he'd make you break out the encyclopedia and work on stuff from, just read an excerpt from the encyclopedia and basically give him a book report on it.
Yeah, man, most def. Anytime I came home and was the drag like I ain't got no homework, which sometimes it wasn't even drag. I would just finish it at school and thinking I was gonna get home and be able to be around.
Where's that coming from?
I think we got a little glitch on you, fam. Are you still there?
I mean, you don't.
Oh, I think we lost you.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Cool. Yeah, I think we had just lost you here for a quick second.
Got me?
Yep. Yep. There we go. You're back.
Long story short, man, Pop asked me to pick up a book, and what he used to make me do is actually read something in the encyclopedia, rewrite it in my own words. You know what I'm saying? And that, coupled with some journalism classes and just having a love for writing coming up, that made me kind of like, man, a writer, and that carried over in the rapping. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, that's what it is. Shout out to Pops for putting it down.
Hell yeah.
So what kind of household would you say you grew up in? What was your childhood like?
Man, well, it was. I tell you what, I was took care of. You know what I'm saying? Moms and pops definitely worked hard to make and food. You feel me? Y'all there?
Yep. I
Y'all
think
still there?
Yep. I think it might have dropped a frame there or something just in the upload.
We're definitely having some difficulties, it seems like.
Okay. Is it on mine?
I think it might be on the upload speed. Maybe is there anything else that might be using your connection right now?
Because I'm going through my personal phone Wi-Fi though. You feel me? To like run my computer, my laptop. Call you back. Only I might actually have to download the Skype app. Or we could just keep running, man. Let's keep running, and I'll download the app, and we'll pick up if y'all want to.
Okay, yeah, we can rock with that.
All right, let's do it for sure.
Yeah.
But coming up, that was the question. My bad. The question was what kind of household I came up in. Yeah, man, definitely took care of. If you listen to my music, some of my story is in that. It was some issues at home going on with me. And I speak about it like I say in my music, and what's not in my bio is that I left home at age 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? No Cat Williams. You feel what I'm saying?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Hey, it's just ironic though that's just the age. But yeah, I left home at 13, man, and went through it, and glad that I'm here to live and tell about it. So yeah, man, it was tough, but at the same time, it helped mold me as far as my childhood and make me who I am today. So yeah, it's good.
So when you left at 13, well, like where did you go? Were you still out in Oakland at 13 on your own?
Yeah, but I wasn't on my own because I had a couple young partners and they did what they could to look out for me. And so, like I was doing some staying in the closets, you feel me, until moms would come home. I remember one of my partners, his mom came home one day when he was at school, and I just so happened to be there. So actually, literally hid in the closet. And so I had to move on from that. End up staying with a couple other homeboys I had, you know what I'm saying? And so, it was a couple nights, man. I spent a couple nights in some parks, on some real stuff. You feel me? Lake Merritt in Oakland. You feel me? Spent some nights riding a bus from all the way from Lake Merritt all the way to San Leandro just to make sure I had some heat on my back. You feel me? So yeah, it was some ups and some downs, but for the most part, my homeboys took care of me, and you know what I mean. And yeah, got into some trouble and the took care of me then. You feel me? So
That's tough living. That's tough living.
yeah,
Man, it sounds like you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot in your years for sure, bro.
yeah, I got a lot of years though, so you know what I'm saying. At this point, it should
Hey,
be expected. But yeah, it's been a lot, but a lot of the worst been over with. You feel me? It's been over with, and so yeah, man. Right now, a lot of it, what I've been through, and using some of those lessons to propel me into bigger and better things.
So let's move up a little bit to, let's say, your high school years, the high school era. Who was some of the partners you was running with in high school, and who was some of the most popular rappers of that time?
Man, this is so. Here's the thing: is like I said, I left home at 13, and pretty quick after that, I got into trouble, and that's what sent me into the system, and in the group homes and juvenile hall and stuff like that. So by the time I end up in high school, I'm actually in Santa Cruz County. You feel me? As well as Monterey County, which in proximity to Oakland. Both of those spots is about an hour south, hour and a half south, and so you get in trouble in Oakland. Back then, that's what they'd do. They'll send you somewhere saying, maybe this a slow them down per se. You feel what I'm saying? They would send you somewhere in the suburbs or to a city that was a little bit more slower. And so, yeah, I spent my high school years. I kind of split them up between SoCal High in the Santa Cruz area and North Monterey County. And the good thing about it though is, man, nothing too much changed for me because I took the rap with me. I was still rapping, and those are the places that actually gave me my first show opportunities. You feel me? Literally in high school, and because I was in freestyle sessions and on the schoolyards doing my thing, got a call from a guy up in Santa Cruz, and at the time I was 30 minutes south in North Monterey County. So to get a call from somebody 30 minutes north talking about, I heard you rap, would you like to be part of this show? You know what I'm saying? So I was about 16 years old when that happened, and I had a crew named Trouble in Progress. Shout out to Rob G, Kuma, and my boy Mike. You feel me? Yeah, that was our crew then, and so yeah, high school was good though. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate to be kind of living.
That's dope. That had to have been a huge ego boost and a little bit of affirmation in your career when somebody 30 minutes away, especially in a huge state like California that's packed full of rappers, you know what I mean? That had to have been gratifying to know that this man chose you out of however many other people he could have called, and he said, hey, I heard you got some skills, you know what I mean? I want to hear what you got.
Yeah, man, it was big to me. Yeah, it was big to me. It was probably the equivalent of maybe like, you know, like at that point, like maybe Snoop Dogg rapping your freestyle video and reposting it or something. You
Yeah,
feel me? That's
for
how
real.
big it was, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a big but they had me do my thing over the phone too. I remember, you know what I'm saying? It was this dude named Chris. He had me spit about 16 bars, and that's what solidified it. You feel me? Like it was real. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
But yeah. I trip on all of that, man. It's been a minute, but yeah, I trip. I watch dudes kind of now, and I guess it's kind of like a OG basketball player or something. You watch kind of how the dudes doing it now, and you see that they doing the exact same thing. You feel me? And so yeah, getting in them circles and throwing them rhymes back and forth, man, and some of that get lost in the sauce. You feel me? And so it's good to see people when they really get into the root of it, man, because that's where it comes from, the root. You know?
For sure.
So who was some of the popular rappers you was looking up to in the teenage years? You know what I'm sizzling?
Man, of course, Too Short, because even before I left the town, it's like you got Too Short tapes floating through the town and or yeah, through the town. And you hearing about the rapper who cussing on the tapes. And I remember I was hearing about him in grade school. You feel me? Still sitting in Oakland, and you can't even get a hold of a tape because only the grown folks and the high schoolers had them. You feel me? You would just hear about Short. But yeah, obviously Short, man. The interesting thing going back to my childhood partner, Dangerous Dame, is once again I was in a group home, so I was hearing he was doing his thing, and that was motivating me. Um, who else? Like eventually I would hook up with Mix a Lot, but Mix a Lot was one of those dudes too that was doing his thing from the Pacific Northwest perspective.
My
Of course, we had
Testarossa.
man all of that. We
Posse's
had
on
man
Broadway.
Posse on Broadway. You feel me? NWA was just now coming up on the scene as far as in high school. Public Enemy was big. You feel me?
So
Like
I was going to
it was.
ask what year with, and not to interrupt, sorry, but I was just curious, what year is this? You know what I mean? Like, is this the early '90s? Is this?
We talking really the late '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talking the late '80s, man, to where it hadn't even got to the golden era yet. You
Yeah.
feel me? So that's why I say going back to Mix a lot of people, you know, they try to label him as a one hit wonder, but back then it was like Posse on Broadway. And Mix a Lot was hitting the, you know, the 200 and 300, 500 capacity clubs, grinding. You feel me? So another group too, Rodney O and Joe Cooley. You feel me? Because I remember going and seeing them as a kid. It was so many other good groups. You
So did you ever have a record deal or anything like that throughout your entire career, or has it all been the independent grizzle? Okay.
little collaborative efforts. You feel me? Like maybe me hooking up with my boy, starting a label. We did that in the 2000s, or maybe a project or something. Even with Mix a Lot now, the way that came about, that happened in '93. Man, that was really the kind of the same thing. You go back to that high school thing. People knew me for rapping. You feel me? And so back then, people didn't hide the word. The word spread like wildfire. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Like people talked about you, they gave you your credit, and when people said, "Who y'all know rap?" they brought up the dope rappers. You feel me? And it wasn't a man. And so yeah, that's how I kind of got on with the Mix a Lot crew. You know what I'm saying? It's really just one of my partners from high school moved up to Seattle, and the question came up, who you know be rapping? You feel me? And
That's dope.
yeah, it's a lot more to the story, but at the end of the day, when I broke it down or break it down to myself, it's really just word of mouth. That's what really pushed it. You feel me? And yeah, man.
So do you got records with Mix a Lot, or you was just running with the crew, or you know what I'm saying? Elaborate a little bit more about y'all's relationship.
Man, shout out to E Dog, man. And if you can, send some prayers to my partner E Dog. He coming up on his 1 year anniversary. He had a couple serious strokes, and you feel me? Like he ain't in the best situation right now, but he in the best heart and the best. You feel me? He working to get back. And the reason I bring up E Dog is because E Dog is actually the person I have the records with. Like I am on a record with Mix a Lot, but
Wow.
what it was my partner who talked about me to E Dog, who was actually Sir Mix a Lot's hype man at the time. And so
Local
we
celebrity ass nigga.
man, he was man, E Dog was that guy, you feel
Hell
me? And
yeah.
so it was kind of word got to him, and eventually we hooked up. Man, I went up to Tacoma, and we was running around for a minute, or actually to Tacoma, because that's the bus station. But we did a lot of running around in Seattle. That's the bus station that I pulled up and met him at. But yeah, man, I met E Dog, and he was working with Mix a Lot already. He to back then, Baby Got Back also came out in tape format, and on the B side, which is the other side of a tape. I don't know if everybody know what tapes is. You feel
No
me?
doubt.
But yeah, on the
Cassettes,
B
my dudes, cassettes.
Dog, we did a couple tracks, and we recorded them in Mix-a-Lot's studio, which was at his house at the time.
That's hard as
And
fuck.
when they heard the songs, they was feeling them. You feel me? And things kind of just, man, started happening from there. You feel me? Like I say, it's a whole lot more to the story,
No
but
doubt. No
That's
doubt.
yeah.
legendary.
Yeah, man, I like to think so, and I appreciate that. You feel me? Like sometime right now, it's like, man, everybody got a great story to tell, but that's mine. You feel, you
That's
feel me? For
dope.
sure, for sure.
So I feel like,
Yeah,
oh, go ahead.
No, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
fam.
I feel like you got some more big, decent collabs up under your belt, man. What's some of the collabs that you've done throughout your career that you're proud of, or some artists that we might know that you've worked with and have relationships with, or had relationships with?
man,
You know where I'm going
it's
with it.
you know, I tell people in interviews, man. That I ran into a couple cats that would people would consider a little bit more underground or smaller artists that mix a lot.
Yes, sir.
Uh, but they really had a hell of an influence on me, and that's Yuck Mouth
Yeah.
from the
Hey.
as well as San Quinn. I got songs with both of them,
You
man.
got
You feel
songs
me?
with the Quinn and Yuck, nigga.
Yeah, man, you feel me? And when we during that hyphy movement,
Oh,
me and my boy, we put together, you feel me, a crew called Black Business, and
there it
was
is.
had our little label and was moving doing the damn thing. You feel me? And so those are some of the features that we picked up for our records as well as our solo records, because we ended up putting out about 4 albums during that little stretch of time. And so yeah, San Quinn and Yuck Mouth, man. We also got songs, or I got songs with Keith the Sneak,
Oh my
uh,
God, nigga.
Doobie from Thiz, you feel me?
Wow.
Vital from Thiz. Like, man, one of the records, and a lot of people don't know this, but one of the records that I'm extra proud of too is I got a record with Rap and
Oh,
Forte called, you feel me? And like,
this nigga
because
Doug.
earlier, I come up in the system. And so as you going through the system, what was going on is people, you were sitting in the same circles, you rapping for everybody, and rapping Forte was one of those names that consistent, no matter where you went, what yard you institution you was at, because he was going through that same street life. Oh, Rapping Forte just left here. You remind me of him, not because of styles, but really just because you rap. You
Yes,
feel
sir.
what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? But yeah, man, Rapping Forte. I got some records that I ain't even released with like people like Mike Marshall, who's I don't know if y'all know who that is, but that's that. I got five on it. Like you feel me? Which I and I'm proud of these records, and I'm the person that really just listened to them. I ain't dropped them, but I'm proud of them
Hell
because
yeah.
once again, it becomes your picture. That's your story, and you know the work you done. You feel me? So yeah, man, I'm proud of all of the features. To be honest, you feel me?
Nigga, that shit is excellent as fuck. And hey,
Yeah.
I give you flowers because hey, that is impressive ass resume. You dig?
Hey, right on,
Yeah.
man. Right on.
Salute.
It's some more people too, man. Just I appreciate the salutes for real. A couple more people I just like to give some honorable mention to that I've collaborated with that people may not know, but one of them is my partner in rhyme for a long time, Prince Lefty. You feel me? Like some people, if they know me, they would know Lefty too, because we've been around that long. And so we got some good records together, as well as just, man, always been a good influence on each other. And then my boy Lazaro the King, he's a hell of a soul artist, singer. So we got quite a few records together too, man. So yeah, it's good.
That's dope.
All right.
So what's your relationship today with Quinn and Yuck? You know what I'm saying? Or are y'all like friends, or that was more of like of a business shit, or you know what I'm saying? Can you holler at them niggas today and say what's up?
I could holler at anybody I want at any time, man. I live my life like I do with the streets. Like I ain't gotta holler at you every day, because I'm not gonna blow you up. I know what you're going through, but when I pull up, it's always good, man. You feel me? Whenever I get a face to face with anybody that I pretty much got a record with, it's always love, even if we haven't really seen each other for a minute, man. Especially Quinn, you feel me? It's nothing like Quinn. It's just a trip because, yeah, it's just like you do a little bit of work, and sometimes that's actually what does happen. Don't get it twisted, because it's always levels to it depending on who you make a record with. Sometimes it might be a little bit more distant, you feel me, in a sense of the authentic relationship. But like I say, Quinn really stand out. Yuck stand out because he everywhere. We don't
Yeah.
we don't holler like that, and I don't be in his DMs all the time and all
Yeah.
of the shit, man. But it's all love, man. Yeah, man. It's all,
Steve,
you
you
know,
got some
the
records with
crazy.
Yuck, don't you?
I do. I got a track with Yuck. I went out there and kicked it with him out in L.A. And
Is that right?
yeah, I've kicked it with him a few different times down in KC. With me, him, and
Yeah.
Sibo, and then I went out and kicked it with him. I went out and kicked it with him in L.A. Did an interview with him, and we got a record that we put together back in 2009 with Spice One, Yuck, and my homeboy Ren Thomas on it. So.
Other artists you just mentioned that I didn't mention earlier was Spice One and Sibo. You feel me? Like both of them two dudes I was listening to back then, like, man, and their impact on the stuff that, man, just on the whole street scene and everything that was going on back then. Them two dope ass artists, man. So just to connect with them, you feel me?
Hell
That's
yeah.
a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing for real.
Yeah, I feel like that Kansas City Bay Area connection was so tough for the longest time, you know what I mean, between Tech Nine and everybody out there, you know what I mean?
Shit,
Yeah.
that nigga, I felt like that nigga Rich the Factor was a big part of that. You know what I'm sizzling?
Man, and that's what's crazy about even the Rich the Factor thing is, yeah, going back to that whole connection with KC, it's before I even, well, maybe around the time where I started linking up with Quinn them and doing my thing. I'm listening to Rich the Factor because he's on back then as CDs, and we listening to mixtapes and this, that, or the other, and I'm like, who is this, bruh? From, you feel me, like, because you know who from.
Absolutely.
The stores, the Rasputins, and all the Amoeba musics, you feel me, and check out whose CDs was on the shelf. You would also see them represented right there with all of the Bay Area cats, and that's why you'd be like, who in the hell's Rich the Factor, Fat Tone? Where they from? Frisco? And then come to find out they from out there, man. You feel me? Yeah, for sure.
How you feel about Jay Diggs?
So you feel me, like, and so, and I just say, man, yeah, it's good to see him doing his thing, and the reason I say that is because that's how he feel. You feel what I'm saying? What he doing right now is how he feel, and he pushing his line, and that's how he been doing it, man. So that's how I feel about Jay Diggs. You feel me? Like,
Hey,
man,
ultra
that's
boss,
Diggs,
huh?
though.
They call him the
Man.
boss of the Bay, nigga. They call him the boss of the Bay.
Man, it's obviously evident. You feel me? Like, hey, it is what it is.
I feel like you
Sure.
should have. Nigga, I feel like you probably got Mac Dre and Tupac stories too, or is that too big?
Oh man, man. That is a little. I guess it is too big. Here's the thing, though. No Tupac stories. Not necessarily with me, but with Mac Dre. Here's the thing, man. Is I actually like I said, me and my partner in 2004, we started a group called Black Business. Our first album is called Shop Open. So that was the one where we was getting our features together, and I met Mac Dre about 2 weeks before. You feel me?
This nigga Mac Dre.
That happened exactly. And so on the night I met him, it was in San Jose at the club, and that's what he was supposed to do, was come do a feature for us about 30 minutes south, but it didn't happen because at the time Mac Dre, man, his name was it was becoming hot, just hella hot. And so, you feel me? I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he just got, went some other direction for a bigger and better offer. You feel me? Because his name was hot like that, man. But rest in peace, Mac Dre. And
So,
one thing about back then is we all seen it. If you ever saw the DVD, before the music, just the DVD. Once I saw the Trill TV thing, I knew Mac Dre was on his way, man, because it was just that outstanding, man. It was good times back then, for sure.
So we had kind of got into your story a little bit, and you were talking about coming up, and then we skipped ahead a little bit to all these features. But how did you? So when you got your first, we started working on your first record, can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, was it just a solo project, or did you start off in a group originally?
Well, I call it my first professional project, which was the one with E-Dog, and that's E-Dog's record. Drop Top is the name of the record, and we did 2 songs during that week period that we was in the studio, and it's Drop Top, and then there's another song called Little Locs. When we did those 2 songs, basically what happened is Mix kind of came into the studio. This is the legend, kind of what I hear and kind of what I know, and heard the songs and was so excited about the songs that it was like, he was working with Rick Rubin at the time. And if y'all know, that's one of the big legends. You
That's
feel
that
me?
guy.
Yeah. And so, it was immediately like they was just juiced off the record. And so what they did is, because of those 2 records, they basically wanted to give us an opportunity to see how the records would go. And so they basically shaped a compilation around those 2 records and called it Seattle the Dark Side. You feel me? And so, yeah, we did the singles for our records, but our record, Drop Top, E-Dog's, which is under his record, featuring Filthy Rich, which is my original rap name. You feel what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
So yeah, it was E-Dog's record featuring Filthy Rich. The song was Drop Top. From the first, it was the first single from that album, Seattle the Dark Side, which is a compilation. You feel me? That was dropped by Rick Rubin as well as Sir Mix-a-Lot on Rhyme Cartel Records, man. You feel me? And so, yeah, and that was a pretty big damn deal. You feel me? For not having a record deal, though.
Nigga, you're hip hop royalty, nigga. Nigga, you're hip hop royalty. Nigga, drop the underground shit, nigga. You're hip hop royalty.
pretty humble, homie. You pretty humble.
Pretty fucking humble. Nigga, cut the act.
Hey, it ain't the act, though. It's the reality. It's the reality of the
Absolutely.
situation. Until TMZ hit me up like, hey, bro, what you doing over here at McDonald's? You feel? It just ain't popped off that hard yet. So, but I love it, though.
Man, again,
sure.
I want to give you flowers. That shit is ultra impressive, man. Don't ever let nobody cut you short on that shit.
Right
man.
on, man. Right on.
All the shit you've been talking for the last half hour is gold, my nigga.
Man, that's what we here for, right? Man, that's what we here for.
Everything. So I got to ask you this, man. You being from the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? I got to turn the furnace up on your ass. Give me your top 5 Bay Area artists, preferably in order.
I didn't mention E40 earlier too, but like I say, I'll be forgetting artists, man. The top five artists. I'm not even. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm not even gonna mention E40 or Too Short. And
Yeah,
the reason why is because I want to give some other people a chance. You feel me?
absolutely.
Because to me, those two cats, as far as rap music in the Bay, is obviously.
Yeah.
Now you got thinking though. In the Bay, I gotta have Jacka on the list, obviously.
R.I.P. to the Jack.
Um, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Quinn on the list, Messy Marv on the
Mm.
list. I'm gonna put Richie Rich on the list.
Mm.
Um, and I want to try to give me a couple seconds, man, because man, oh, and I got to put Yuck on the list though, because, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate doing the list because I'm already at five people. You feel me? I'm already at five people. And so, yeah, Yuck got to be on the list though. You feel me? And that's even without the loonies, because if you really heard, y'all know what Yuck do, bro.
Yuck,
Oh,
Yuck is one of them motherfuckers that he can actually rap though. You feel me?
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it ain't fair with the list.
I
You
can dig
feel
it.
me? Because to be honest with you, some people, yeah, it's just different levels, but it don't mean that.
he's definitely that guy, without a doubt.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I mean, he bridges that all together. You know what I mean? I mean, he's all over the place. And he's always working with new people. You know what I mean? You can catch him in Vegas with Cuzzo Fly, or you can catch him in Kansas City with Sibo and Tech Nine, and you know what I mean? Holland
man.
Regime.
One of the,
Regime
that's
life.
that's what inspired me the most about Yuck. Like after obviously meeting him and seeing how he rap, obviously that's just like man, dope. But then going back to you seeing him in LA, that's what happened. Is one time I went to LA and I ended up at this house party where something was going on and and Yuck was there, and I ended up at another event and Yuck is there, and he actually the person filming United Ghettos of America.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? And that was one of the biggest lessons early on, not even early on in my with the mix a lot of times, but in the independent grind that I was venturing on in the 2000s, was watching Yuck doing that made me realize that the work wasn't over. You feel me? At no matter what level you got to, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's deeper than rap with Yuck. So yeah, for sure.
Shit, you got any Messy Marv stories you could talk about?
Dude.
Mm, big
No, and
Rich.
I'm a, you know what? I'm gonna tell this story, and I'm gonna try to tell this story on some real, like, man, and the reason why is because it actually speaks to the goodness and yeah, it speaks to the goodness of real cats, right? So some of my features, how I was meeting people, I was always getting connected through somebody else. You feel me? And with Messy Marv, what happened was I was supposed to go link up, and I ain't gonna say everybody's name, but obviously it's me and Messy Marvin. So I was supposed to link up with a producer up in Frisco. And so it was a middle person that was connecting that and was like, oh, he got beats, won't come up here. So we get to the studio and and Messy Marv
Mm.
and uh shit, Juice was in there. I'm
Uh,
gonna say Juice because he owned the project though. You feel me? And so he in there and they
man.
working on some shit. And long story short, man, I'm in the streets and this is a street atmosphere. And for some reason, the dude who trying to link me up with Messnam or with the producer is pulls me into this side room and he trying to show me something and like, man, you've checked this out. And this is what I didn't tell you was Mess's kids was up in there. You feel me? And so it was some other ass contraband this dude was showing me. And I didn't appreciate it first and foremost because that's not what I came to that studio for. You feel me? And so, but the ill thing about that is what happened is Messy Marv, because the same as me, if I'm somewhere and I see ruffling going on over here in my peripheral, like I'm on that. I'm finna go see what's going on. So that's what happened with Mess. He come up in the room, dude is like this, like you feel me, the contraband, right? And I'm like looking down, not even expecting. And so that's what Mess see. And he, so long story short, it is actually almost ended up being some shit. But like I say, I'm a real one, bro. Not the toughest one. I'm a real one though. You feel me? And so you feel me? I told him, bro, like first and foremost, hold up because I don't even fuck around like this with people's kids. You feel me? Like it was just an off-brand ass situation
There's a
that I
place and
didn't
a time
ask
for that
for.
shit.
Man, you feel me? And so I kind of got put in the cross with Mess. But I'll tell you like this, man, because it ain't my first rodeo. I've been in situations and the situation just ended right there because he looked me in my eyes. I looked him in his eyes and he just knew like that. You feel me? But yeah, them other characters, man, they gone to the wayside, man. But that's my story about Mess. You feel me? It's really
Sorry.
like I say, a respectable kind of ill ass story. But hey, it worked out. Nothing happened. He went his way back in there to do his thing, and you feel me? We went our way. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to Mess. I see he popping up today and yesterday. You feel
Yeah.
me? Up in the
Free
news
mess,
right
baby.
there.
Free mess.
Free mess, man. That's one of them dudes. That's one of them dudes as far as that music shit too. Yeah,
Man, man, I grew up on that mess shit, dog.
yeah,
I grew up on a
yeah,
lot of them niggas that you talking about, man.
man, man.
That shit is just beautiful. I'm
Hey, it
speechless. I'm
wasn't.
speechless.
Hey, no, but when I was out there, that's what I say. Like, man, it was because I came out there to see y'all at Lefties. You feel me out
Yeah.
there in Des Moines, and so I came to the show, and so just to see first of all, when we had first met, to see you rocking to the Quinn and
Yeah.
really familiar with the Bay, it's always a blessing when I go places and people familiar. They ain't just heard of, like I say, the Too Short and the
No
E40. They're
doubt.
like, nah, bruh, hell yeah. You feel
Stop.
me? You feel me? They like, I'm like, oh, they getting hypey out here. Hey,
Hey, nigga,
same
what?
thing.
Hey, you slapped that shit when we was in where was we at?
Council Bluffs,
Council
Iowa.
Bluffs. Nigga,
Yes,
you
sir.
slapped that shit
Yeah,
out there. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yay.
Yeah. Hey, and what's the tripping? Even that first show when we was in Lawrence, they was playing Mac Dre up in there. And Lawrence,
Yeah.
that's close to KC. And so it was still people up in there going stupid. You
And
feel me? So,
that's where we first met in person. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
we got on
yeah,
that show together, the Rich the Factor show. Shout out to the big
yeah,
homie Black Smoke and motherfucking
man.
Coffeeville.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Black Smoke,
And
man.
we started
The real one.
politicking online and shit. You know what I'm saying? Liking each other's statuses before we met.
Yeah.
And then we went out there to do that Rich the Factor show, and
Hmm.
nigga, you cut the stage up, nigga. You cut the stage up. You did it very well.
Hey, hey, thank you. Hey, but y'all really killed it though. You feel me? Shout out to Big Ray West and T Bear,
That's
man,
love.
because like I tell you, I was impressed when I saw y'all. You feel me? And once again, thank you for saying that. I always lead a stage like I could have did better. You feel me? But I don't think y'all could have did better that night.
Oh,
Y'all was
nigga,
hella
that's love.
dope.
I
You feel
appreciate you.
what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate you.
You feel me? Yeah,
There was a lot
man.
of young
Yeah.
motherfuckers in that crowd. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't feeling it. Them young niggas was looking at us like, hey, fuck it.
But it's like I say, it be levels though. It
Real
be
talk.
levels. Some people be looking for accuracy and MC shit, and
Yeah.
other people just be looking for, I mean, for guns. You feel what I'm saying?
Guns and bitches and dope. Man, that is so dope, dog. How you feeling, Steve?
I'm good. I'm good. So I was gonna slide this one in here just to keep it eventful. I don't know if y'all seen, but Snoop Dogg just had he was in the news recently, and apparently OnlyFans tried to come his way, and they said they want to throw $100 million his way to get him to
They said all you got to do is whip it out.
to pull that thing out. And
we ain't talking about the banger.
yeah, his wife, who is also his manager, was not having it.
I
I
don't
said,
think
Snoop,
it,
just get on
yeah,
OnlyFans, pull out the jammy.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best move for Snoop is just to keep it up in there. You feel me? Because yeah, he already got wifey, and to be honest with you, that deal, that stuff he doing with Martha Stewart, saying like, I think yes, might be some conflicts of interest. You feel
Might have tainted the brand a little bit, huh?
exactly. He don't need that. He don't need that. It's coming anyway. That's one of them dudes, though. That's one of them Snoop. It's amazing to see the stuff that he do. You feel me? And knowing, yeah, to
What?
see him go for literally murder was the case. You
No
feel me?
doubt. Well, we
Yeah.
were just talking, and you know what I mean. Not only his longevity, but for him to have been in this game for so long and to have started on Death Row Records, and made the leap to No Limit and jumped around a little bit and rode with Master P and kept himself relevant all them years, and then to come full circle and actually end up owning Death Row Records and all of his masters and whatnot in the end. That's beautiful.
It's crazy. It's crazy, and still be down to earth enough to be like downtown Oakland at Dope Era with Mr. Fab or something, like just shopping. You feel me? Or supporting.
Yeah.
Um, that's what I mean by like Snoop. He really amazed me, man. It's a lot of people that be opinionated about how people rap or what era they from, this, that, or the other. But it go back to what you just stated. When you see somebody just come from where he came from and land where he's at today, it's just beautiful. How can you paint that anything ugly? You
Amen.
feel me?
Snoopy might be.
Yeah.
I want to say Snoopy is the most popular rapper of all time, dog. Like, who's more popular or famous than Snoopy that raps?
Man, I don't know. I don't think there is, in a sense, a commercial. You feel me? Like he
Yeah.
really that dude, and the shit that he get away with. That's what's crazy. You feel me? Like just think about it. I mean, yeah, it's like they done gave him just a pass to do whatever. That's Snoop. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Snoop. Oh, that's Snoop.
The nigga got a reggae album. The nigga got a church album, nigga. He got
He-
all types of shit.
He could fire up a blunt in a police station as long as he's taking pictures. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Fuck it, it's Snoop." You know what I mean?
The nigga was smoking a blunt at the White House. Come on now.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a wild one.
So rumor has it, nigga, you might have a Shanti beat. You got some Shanti credits, Cuddy?
Man, wait a minute. You saying Ashanti or Shanti?
Come on now, Sean.
I know
T.
you know the best. All right, I'm just making sure. People be like, Rich finna drop the Ashanti feature? Hey, but no, man, that's one of the producers. Man, we worked heavy with Shanti
That's crazy.
during that whole hyphy movement, man. That's what it was about. Like, I don't know if I'm about to drop something with Shanti on with Shanti production in my catalog, including my song My Pain, my song Ain't Going Nowhere with Chris Renee is produced by Shanti. Scraper Me Black Business song that's produced by Shanti. Like, man, I'm telling you, we got several because he just had that sound. Like, that's what's
yeah.
interesting about him is once I started in the 2000s, this is after the Mix-a-Lot thing, during that whole hyphy movement, you know, I wasn't, you would hear the sound of the Bay in the cars, you would hear it on the radio, but you didn't really know who, you wouldn't meet the producers unless you just had to plug. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's what happened when we met Sean T, is we discovered who was one of the pioneers of that bass sound. You feel me? Or one of the masters of it. And so it was like, where else we need to go? You feel me? And so, yeah, man. Yeah. Sean T got slapped. Shout out to Sean T, man. Gig on Records.
Mad impressive, Cuddy.
Yeah.
Mad impressive.
I actually got him on my first album, too. I got a song with Sean T called This Is Me.
That's dope.
He on that, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, nigga, I want to be like you when I grow up, nigga.
Man, hey, I'm gonna tell you, I slowed down on the features though, because man, it's cool, and but I'm gonna tell you, really why I slowed down is because it's hard. I want to be able to do all of my songs on the road with that effect, and the more features you get, that's what ends up happening, is you do a lot of one verses. You feel what I'm saying? You do a lot of, and to me, to give people that full effect. So kind of what I started doing, instead of running and doing the features, because everybody not able to be on the road, which was like, you feel me? I just started, man, try to do more self-contained things, man. But we're gonna get back to it.
That's awesome. Hey, I wanted to take a quick minute and just say we appreciate everybody jumping in and watching the interview tonight. We got some viewers up in there. Female Rap Report's in there. She said, "Good evening, fellas," and she dropped us a comment. So I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight and watching the interview with Rich Tycoon with me and Big Ray West. And yeah, you know what I mean? Thank you for supporting, dropping comments, smashing that thumbs up, and definitely you know, just enjoying what we got going on out here in Oakland and in Des Moines. So
shit, everybody better get up in here, man. Roam around Rich is dropping gems tonight, baby. He's dropping gems.
That man said roam around Rich. I like that though, man. I love that though. For sure.
So in other hip hop news, you know what I'm sizzling? Where we at? Let's go. Dame Dash speaks on Kanye West's trolling ways. Dame Dash made a guest appearance on Ghetto Boy members Willie D's podcast. During the chat, Willie D, who has been one of Ye's biggest detractors in hip-hop, asked Dame to opine on Ye's recent behavior, which Dame blamed on Ye being bipolar.
Bro, I gotta say, man, I think Kanye's crazy. I mean, I would say that he definitely has some things that are weighing him down, the divorce and different things, you know what I mean? But I think he does a lot of shit for shock value too. You know what I mean? I think he tries to keep his name out there and tries to stir shit up. The little stunt he just pulled with old girl at the casino out in Vegas, where he had her in like I mean, she was damn near naked walking around. You know what I mean? At the I don't even know what casino it was in. It was in the Luxor or whatever it was. You know what I mean? But they just do wild shit just to stunt.
How you feel about Ye, Rich?
Man, I knew Kanye was a trip when he did that to Taylor Swift, right? You feel me? I knew it
when he walked up on stage.
I knew it then, but everybody was on him. And so here's my thing. By now, it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of just watch him do his thing, man. Just like anybody else, he say some real shit. You feel what I'm saying? He say some real stuff. And so, but at the same time, I agree. Like, yeah, there's a little craziness going on. But what I will say is this world will drive you crazy, though, especially at his level. And I think the way he tried to play the game, that's what it is, man. Sometimes you invite the wrong things into your atmosphere, and when you regurgitate it, it just be like, it's just getting crazy.
That's valid. That's valid.
Hey, it seemed like everybody go off the deep end once they get some of that Kardashian coochie. You feel me?
Everything we want to do. And kind of when people got all of that money, that's what you get caught up in. It's like, man, you can do anything you want. You feel me? Within reason of you messing off your paper. You feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, anything you want to eat, anybody you want, if that's how you rocking. You feel me? Anywhere you want to go, this, that, or the other. People literally flocking around you. And I think it's just too much. I wouldn't even, I would love the money, but I wouldn't. And my boy Savage Khan told me this. Shout out to Savage Khan, man. He told me this back in the day. He said, man, if I ever was a big rapper, I would always want to be the type of rapper that could just walk around and people wouldn't even trip. And that just stuck with me. So I wouldn't even want to be at their level. I think that's what drives them crazy. All of that attention and access.
Well, I'm sure at that level too, you got a lot of yes men, so it's difficult to it's difficult to decide where you at, because you might have a wild ass idea and be like, bro, should I do this? And if everybody's just telling you yes, you feel like, fuck, I can't do nothing wrong. Everybody's just saying go for it.
Yeah.
So,
and I know that because I've had a couple. I've had a couple fortunate times to where people could see it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what the hell happens on a way, way, way smaller scale. You feel what I'm saying? So just imagine at that level, whew, I'm telling you.
Shit, what's your all-time favorite Kanye song?
Man, I like The Good Life.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's my favorite. What is the one? I'm trying to think of it. It's not Jesus Walks, but it's the
Through the Wire.
What's that? I love Through the Wire.
That's mine.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
I love Through the Wire. I love that beat. I love that Shaka Khan sample, the way that was flipped. That was a good one.
My shit is that Can't Tell Me Nothing.
That was the one I was trying to think of. That was the one. Also, that
shit is gold, ain't it?
Yeah. The other stuff he did was most soulful, and that's why but that one, that's exactly the one I was thinking. That beat was so crazy.
So we got an audience member wanting to know if she can throw a question in here. Female Rap Report said, Rich been around for a minute. May I ask him a quick couple of questions?
Yeah.
So,
yes. I appreciate it too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try and keep the conversation going while we kind of wait for her to reply. But yeah, okay. She looks like she's gonna throw us a question in here. So go ahead and Female Rap Report, hit us with that question. We're watching the comment section. We appreciate you tuning in. Absolutely. And we're just gonna kind of keep this rolling while we wait for you to go ahead and throw that question in there one time.
So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go into performances. Like when you're performing. When you're watching a performance, A, what grabs your attention? You know what I'm saying? What makes a good performer in your opinion? And then B, how do you feel about rappers performing over vocals at concerts?
Here's what I'll answer the second one first. Is the rapping over vocals is subjective. You feel me? Like, don't get it twisted. The MCs ain't gonna want you to be doing that. But it's lots of people at the club that really don't care because they just rock into a vibe, but you ain't gonna win no MC contest doing that. And the crazy thing right now is it's getting to the point to where, it's just becoming so like people just ain't rocking with it. You feel what I'm saying? And so, hey, but I ain't looking down on nobody for doing it because sometimes it's necessary. I've seen big groups do it, multi-platinum groups, you feel me, on major stages. How can I hate that person? The first question, what was the other question again? My bad.
What makes a good performer to you? Like when you're watching somebody perform, what makes you be like, yeah, them motherfuckers got it, or he's dope?
I'm gonna tell you, it's like what I saw in you and T Bear that night.
That's
Is you
love.
can tell when people practice, when they, even if they don't practice, they're around each other so much that you see that cohesiveness. That's always beautiful to watch, because that's the essence of just performing, period. You feel me? To make it seem like it's effortless. Um, don't get it twisted, man. A lot of performances, and sometimes it is the big booty dancer. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because that adds to the show. Sometimes it is the dude's outfits. You feel me? You like, oh, that shit they rocking. And sometimes it's the change. Sometimes it's the way they did that one dropout, or the way they, kind of flip the song or whatever. So a lot of stuff attract me, and so yeah, man. I to say to the other artists that's trying to figure out how they gonna perform from this question you just asked me, to figure out your way. You
Yeah.
feel me? Figure out your way, because that's what's gonna be attractive to other people. You feel me? So yeah, I think I'm most attracted to watching people do them.
I
You
can dig
feel
it.
me? In a well coordinated effort. Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
think for me, when I see somebody, I like to see somebody that's dialed in. You know what I mean? Somebody that puts some thought into what they're doing. They got a little bit of organization. You know what I mean? I want to see somebody
Sure.
that, like my man Tech Nine is a prime example, because the choreography,
Ghost
the lights. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The gears,
Yeah.
the dancing, I mean, everything is timed
Yeah.
to precisely. You know what I mean? And he gets up there and he puts on a show.
And that goes back to
Yeah.
practice.
100%, because they got a huge
Rehearse.
sound
Yeah.
stage down in KC. They run through that
Yeah.
set. They practicing.
Yeah, man. That's what it take. That's what it take. I
Yeah,
met a
man.
lot of artists too, and it's hard to actually get artists that want to practice. You feel me? Especially rappers, because
Yeah.
they're like, I know my lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? I know my lyrics. Okay, I know your lyrics too. You feel
Right.
me?
He said, I wrote the
But how
song,
you
didn't
gonna?
I? Fuck.
But it's yeah, man. It's. I'm gonna tell you what though, is those, if you like Run DMC, like I encourage people to really go back and not just like bash the OGs, like really go back and look at what they was doing with a lot less equipment. You feel me? More raggedy mics. You feel me? But if you look at like people like Run DMC sets, like, man, I used to watch Big Daddy Kane on them stages. He'd be dancing the same stuff he doing now. If imagine him doing that at like 24. You feel me? With his like, man, Public Enemy with like 30 dudes on the stage, the S1Ws, like full on performances. So yeah, man, I miss those days, man. That's the root of it. That's the root.
The passion.
Yeah, the passion.
Okay, so Female Rap Report jumped in there real quick. She said, question number 1. We just celebrated the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Are you happy with the tributes that we got, or do you think we could have done better?
You know what? To be honest with you, I didn't even watch the tributes this year, and I'm gonna tell you why. It wasn't like I didn't. I just didn't catch them, so I couldn't even. I wouldn't be able to really comment on all of the artists that performed. But what I did see, and during the COVID time, was a show to where almost all of the New York cats had performed, and they aired it online. It was a hit. It wasn't the 50th, but it was like a hip hop tribute show. And EPMD performed, KRS-One performed, all of them dudes performed. And man, it was dope there. You feel me? Like I can't really, man. I heard Short performed at one of them, and like there's different ones. There's like VH1, I guess, or Hip Hop Honors that's been going on all year. Then there were several of them, so it's hard for me to really comment on each of the artists that was popping off this year because I didn't see them all.
I feel you on that. I got to see the Wu Tang and Nas concert up in Minneapolis that they did together, and I was on with De La Soul. De La Soul was up there too.
Yeah.
That was epic for me. But then when I saw Amazon when they hit Seattle, Amazon put it on streaming, and they had a lot of additional artists out there with them, just kind of in a 50-year hip hop celebration. And I mean, that was something really special. But I didn't get to see many of them other than that one. So definitely dope. So thank you for hitting us with the question, Female Rap Report. We appreciate you chiming in. She's steady with the comments. She said Big Daddy Kane. She said yes, and then she hit you with the nice with a whole bunch of exclamation marks. So she was digging the interaction. She's loving it. So
what's up? That's the root, though, man. I swear, that's the inspire me. You feel me? That's just still inspire me when I see it. Whether it's the youngsters doing it, you see a good artist that's doing a dope show or knocking down their lyrics like, damn, bruh just really.
Hello.
So
keep hip hop alive.
I got a question. As I'm creeping on 40. I figure you're probably kind of in my era. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there.
Give or take a decade.
Yeah, what I mean. I was I'm getting close. You know what I mean? Throwing Hail Marys, but for me, I think it's the lyricism in hip hop that really drives me to it. I'm a big fan of battle rap and just what I mean, the MC and just what somebody can do with words. And I wanted to see what is your favorite aspect of hip hop. You know what I mean? Be it the DJ, the MC. What really just does it for you?
Man, it's the MC. That's me all day. You feel me? Don't get it twisted. I'm growing a love for the other portions, but it's kind of like, yeah, man, when you're an MC, and if you really in it and you wasn't a producer back in the day, it's kind of like little pockets. So you got the rappers and they don't necessarily rock. They don't understand the producers. The producers don't understand the rappers. Then you got the engineers and they just weird. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's different because people got cross skills. People do a little bit of different things. So you meet a lot of people with mesh skills. But back then it was like that dude did that dude did this. So yeah, man, I'm all about the MCing on every level, whether it's the metaphor. You feel me? Because what we was doing on the West Coast, people was calling it freestyle. You feel me? Where people was mainly talking about their lyrics, but on the West Coast, our freestyles was just street stuff we was talking. So I call them street styles. You feel me? And you would have a dude that'll spit a street style, for 15 minutes. Like, shut up, bro. That's enough. You feel me?
Pass the mic, son. Pass the mic.
As the dudes, man. So yeah, I'm always, and I come from that. That being in a circle and more freestyling when I was young. You feel me? Nowadays, it ain't even about, I think it's about the atmosphere and about like nowadays I worry about the freestyle, man, because man, nowadays you say something and next thing you know, tomorrow it's on a meme and somebody done took your stuff. You've been like, it's just ill. Like it's a different atmosphere. And so, yeah, man, I come from all of that, man. So I love the MC stuff.
So y'all love the MC stuff.
Man.
Andre 3000 has announced a run of intimate live shows in support of his new album, New Blue Sun, the instrumental album. Any of y'all have any interest in checking that? Have y'all heard the album? And would any of y'all have any interest in checking out an Andre 3000 instrumental show?
You can sign me up twice. I've heard the album and I'm all the way in it.
It's gonna be a pass for me, dog. Respectfully. I fuck with Dre for the rapping, and he's not giving me that, so I'm in a different fishing spot right now.
And I think I can agree with that. I love all kind of music, right? I love instrumentals. I love actually the flute and all of that stuff. But I think going back to Cat Williams said some real ass shit that interview, bro. And it wasn't even the stuff that hit us. It was the stuff that you had to realize he was saying. Yeah. You feel me, in a sense? And so going back to Andre 3000 and the flute thing. It's kind of like, it's cool, but you ain't really helping us, bruh. Like, and yeah, kind of like on some Steve Harvey hype. I'm saying, but yeah, but it's gonna be successful. That's what I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might draw in a different crowd. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have your average. You know, there might be a drum circle out there with a bunch of folks just getting down. You know what I mean? It might be real smoky.
Man,
Oh my God.
Music
So
is music.
He said he feels unauthentic rapping right now. He don't know what to talk about. You know what I'm saying? At his age, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the lifestyle he's living, but for me, I like to consider my music reality rap. I live every single day, 365 days a year. You know what I'm saying? So how can I ever run out of shit to talk about?
I mean, what do I look like getting to a certain point, like multi-platinum, and all of a sudden just shitting on the whole genre? I don't think I'm old enough. Like, I'm too old for that.
That's essentially what he's saying. Yeah.
And that's why I can't go see him, bro. I can't. That shit, it's crazy. But I feel
think we
it, but
understand
it's
each
just
other.
like, yeah. I can't go.
Female rap report jumped in there one more time for us. She said, "It's cool, but you ain't helping us. You just described 80% of hip hop today."
Good point. So, rapper Ludacris is getting his own BET series inspired by his DJ beginnings. Ludacris has been confirmed to be getting his own series on BET. According to Hollywood Reporter, the currently untitled project is set to be a 30-minute dramedy based on Luda's early career as DJ Chris Lover in Atlanta. Y'all's thoughts on that?
I like it. I support it.
I think Ludacris is very underrated as an artist and as a lyricist. You
Amen.
feel me? Luda can rap his ass off, Cuddy.
Yeah. Luda dope, and I think it's interesting he come from the DJ background, because if you come from the DJ background, it's something that regular artists don't see that DJs see, and I think that's what really propelled Ludacris. But I think Cat Williams, the one that got him this gig. You feel me? I'm gonna leave it right there.
Hey, Cat Williams got a lot of motherfuckers working right now, don't he? You just seen recently that Faison Love one had to go on tour.
He was down in St. Louis rocking the mic.
Man, he put everybody back to work. Started the year off like, I'm doing something. Get off Instagram. Get y'all ass back up there. Man, I'm telling you. Gotta love
it. Everybody owes Cat Williams a percentage.
Man, genius.
You know, real talk, Ludacris got a deep connection to Des Moines. He was just out here, rocked a stage, and probably had, I don't know, 10,000 people out there deep. And he paid much homage to Des Moines because off his first album, several of the cuts were made by a Des Moines producer, Bangladesh. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah. And he took actually, I was the one that filmed it. My video got shared by Bangladesh and several other people. So that kind of, made me feel special. But
hell yeah.
But it was dope that Luda gave that much stage time to come out here and really pay homage to somebody that messed with him in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it seems like people that bubble like shampoo from Des Moines, they tend to get into the industry but don't mention Des Moines. I'm not saying nobody specific, you know what I'm saying? I know the homie Bangladesh, you know what I'm saying? I know he represent Des Moines and shit like that, so that's not no shot at him, but there's a few other cats, you know what I'm saying, that it's like they get on these interviews, where are you from? I'm from Atlanta. Like, you are?
Yeah, They do that.
Forgot their address.
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago. Yeah. You are?
Yeah, they do that. Okay. They definitely, that ain't even new though. That ain't even new.
Right.
They've been doing that for a long time. So yeah, man.
Shout out Bangladesh and shout out Luda, man.
What's that?
I said shout out Bangladesh and shout out Ludacris for sure.
Yeah, Luda extra dope, man. Or Ben, you know what I'm saying? During his run where Yeah, I was watching him, and that boy was
Yeah.
definitely doing his thing. And like you say, man, he don't just be bullshitting on the mic either. He has some hell of a punchlines. You feel me? He one of them punchline dudes. You know what I mean?
You know, I even respect what he's doing on them State Farm commercials right now. Like hey, he put a whole new twist on that shit. This woman's house is flooding, and she's like, "That's ludicrous." And then he pops in there, and he's like, "I can't help you. You need a plumber."
Yeah,
State Farm giving everybody a fucking check.
yeah,
That's beautiful though,
yeah.
on everything.
Yeah, they got a little humor in there.
You see his little 15, 20-second clapback freestyle at Cat Williams.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I posted about it online, man. I had my certain opinions about Cat Williams, and I think I chose to just take his side because I knew the backlash was coming. So I wasn't trying to hear Luda's comeback. You know, it's like,
He said, "Eat the L, eat the L."
I'm with that. But I think he part of the like whatever. I don't even know what he part of. You feel me? But like I said, I just like Cat's interview. You feel me? And I think Luda just ended up being like what they call it, collateral damage.
Just caught a little fallout as things were crumbling.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's pivot a little bit. I felt like we talked Cat Williams a few times on here. Let's go top 5 comedians of all time.
Oh.
Man, it go back for me, man. And now you finna get me in trouble with the general public, right? because I can't like I'm not gonna be like pushing people aside because they got felony or whatnot. You feel me? This what people don't know or probably wouldn't expect is on this list is Bill Cosby. And the reason why, man, is because
The Cos
I
nigga?
used to, yes. And what I will say is that, and this is before the Cosby Show, my dad he used to own a record store. So he had a plethora of records, right? And so it's like, and some of them was Bill Cosby records. And so I've actually listened to his comedy. And he was one of the comedians that didn't cuss. He was always on that like clean page, but he was just always funny, man. And so, yeah, the reason he pop up because I just forgetting, you feel me? And this ain't nothing political or nothing, and people got their opinions. But right now we talking.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Come on now.
My heart.
Come on now.
In person, but I used to watch his VHS tapes and stuff like that, man. And that dude was funny. Dave Chappelle, I'm gonna put that, and I just want to get that up out the way. One dude that I don't think get enough credit that was hella funny is Martin too. You feel me? Because he had his issues, but Martin, even when he was doing his stand-up, Martin.
You don't think he gets enough credit?
No, I don't think he do. I don't think he really do because man, that dude was funny as hell. Because it was, you know, they tried to cancel Martin too. He has some issues in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Too. And that's why I say it's like,
okay.
And so that would leave me one more comedian, and man, I'm gonna go, man. There's a few of them that I could slide in there, man, but I'm gonna put Cat Williams up in there. I'm gonna just back up in
Money Mike.
there, Money Mike, but because I know he be going hard, but I'm gonna say some honorable mention. Bernie Mac. I don't think we got exposed
Mac,
to him
man.
enough. Yeah, Bernie Mac. all of that.
The music and shit.
Yeah, man. It's a few more. Eddie Griffin. I don't think because I actually saw him live, and
Nice.
I feel like he recently had a residency in Vegas, maybe a couple years ago or some shit, maybe 2 years ago or some shit, or in that timeline.
Yeah, I don't know what he been up to lately. I know he online on Facebook. Yeah.
Steve, let's go with your top 5.
Okay. I'm gonna have to start off with one of the greatest that ever touched the mic, besides myself.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
That's it.
And I'm gonna side with female rap report. She said Richard Pryor. So I think he was a game changer. You know what I mean? You can't leave. You can't. Rich is in there. You know what I mean? If we got a Mount Rushmore, I think Rich is probably on it.
Can I trade Cat Williams for Richard Pryor? Because
Absolutely.
you absolutely right. You absolutely right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Rich is definitely in there.
Yeah.
I get 5 of them. So
I forgot.
I'm gonna go Richard Pryor. I'm gonna go Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna throw my man Bill Burr up in there. I got only got 2 left. I mean, I gotta go. I'm gonna ride with you on Martin Lawrence, and I say that because I grew up watching You So Crazy and all of that. You know what I mean? He was a legend, hosting Def Comedy Jam, Run Tell That, yeah, all of that, and then. You know what I mean? We were just riding the other day listening to some podcasts, and people were talking about the Comedy Store and how people used to be petrified to have to go up after Martin because he had them break. He had people just breaking down laughing, and who wants to follow that? You know what I mean?
Joe
this
Rogan
man
specifically said.
Yeah, Joe Rogan said that. He said this man was in his prime. He's rocking Def Comedy Jam, pops off in L.A., hits the Comedy Store, and has got everybody just grabbing their stomach laughing and. Who wants? I mean, you can't go up there with a half-ass set. You got to hit them with your A game, you know. And so that was. I might have elaborated a little bit, but that's essentially what Rogan said himself. So,
Yeah.
you know, so I would say him. And you know, I got a sneaker that a lot of people probably don't think. Lavelle Crawford. You know what I mean?
You been looking at my list?
Yeah, well, I got to see him. So if I don't throw him on there, I'm gonna go Mike Epps. And I saw him together here in Des Moines, and I was not familiar with Lavelle Crawford. I went to go see Mike Epps, and he opened up for him, and I went, "Who in the fuck is this guy?"
Hilarious, ain't it?
Oh, bro, had the whole crowd going crazy, and I was astonished.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my list. I'm gonna leave it there.
All right. I'm going from 5 to 1.
Oh, Ray with his numbers.
Going from 5 to 1. Number 5,
5 being the strongest or the weakest?
the weakest.
Okay.
Let's go. How am I going to do this? Number 5, let's go Mark Curry.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong hanging with Coop. You dig?
Yeah.
Number 4, let's go Bruce.
Well played.
Number 3, DL Hughley.
I like it.
It's getting short. 3, let's go Eddie Griffin.
Okay. And at the number 1 slot.
No, I got 2. This is 2 right here.
Oh, shit. See, I messed up counting.
Eddie Griffin. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's go. Griffin. Let's go. Eddie Murphy. Shit.
She got a
Eddie
solid one
Murphy.
right there. Female rap report just jumped in with the same one. She said, don't forget Eddie.
Eddie Murphy, number 2. And then motherfuckers might not feel this, but it is what it is. Number 1 is Steve Harvey. I've always been a Steve Harvey guy. You dig? I'm a Steve Harvey guy.
Okay.
Honorable mention. I'll give you 2 honorable mentions. 1, Kenny Howell out of Chicago. If y'all don't know Kenny Howell, you better get up on it, though. On everything.
Okay.
Stupid hilarious. And then another honorable mention. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a lady some love. Let's go some more.
Oh. How
want
can
some
I
more.
want some more? I haven't had some firsts.
You killing me, Smalls. You killing me.
That's right.
But yeah, and I've always been a Steve Harvey guy. I know Cat Williams was on a Steve Harvey assassination, you know, but hey, that don't sway me though. On everything, that don't sway me.
Yeah, those are solid lists. I love comedy. I love laughing. I love jokes. You know what I mean? Like that shit comes from a pure place,
Yeah.
just having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole, excuse me. It's a whole nother beast, man. I've been tripping off of it lately. Just watching all of the specials and going back to the Cat Williams interview and just other interviews and watching how similar their path is to like underground artists trying to do their thing. You feel me? It's still grinding to do shows and trying to, you know, be on top of your game in front of the audience and having to show up every night. You feel me? And so that's what I really been tripping on the comedian scene is it seemed like it's becoming more and more comedians and which is a great thing. And it's starting to, yeah, because before I didn't really see the industry of comedy. I just saw comedians, you feel me? So it's cool to see so much activity right now.
I stay tapped in on that pretty heavy too. And I would say that, you know, before all we had was, you know, there was very few outlets. You had BET, you had Comedy Central, maybe to get a special every once in a while or whatever, and then HBO. And HBO was like the ultimate top prize, you know what I mean, to get on there and to get you an hour special or whatever. And
I gotta mention my dog Gary Owen too.
Oh yeah.
Gary Owen's a wild motherfucker. I love Gary Owen, dog.
Yeah.
But I would say, you know, there's a lot more avenues for comedy now. Netflix really broke the mold with that. You know what I mean? There's so many brilliant comedians on there, and they got a YouTube page that's on fire. Netflix is a joke, and you know they're always breaking new comedians. But now Amazon's getting in the game and giving out specials. Hulu is, and YouTube itself. A lot of comedians are coming in there and dropping stuff on YouTube. So,
shit, that's it. Yo. They say I heard some shit about Kevin Hart purchasing Comic View or some shit or getting the rights to it and supposed to be bringing Comic View back or some shit.
I like Kevin Hart too. You feel me? Like he got his
he's funny.
Man, you feel me? Like a lot of them funny. Yeah, man. Kevin Hart got some shit too. You feel me?
On everything. How you feel about Country Wayne?
You know, I ain't been that much exposed to him because even a couple of the dudes y'all was mentioning, I was like, man, I gotta go check that cat out because you feel me? So I gotta go look at some more Country Wayne, but I ain't been that exposed to him like that. Yeah.
What about you, Steve?
You know, I'm not familiar with him either.
Yo. He was just on Club Shay Shay. He was on Club Shay Shay. He was clapping back at Faison Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faison Love was talking down on him. It seemed like the homie Faison Love got a lot of hate in his heart, don't it? It does, bro. It seemed like he doesn't have a lot of good things to say about anybody in comedy, really. Like, he's got his 2 or 3 homeboys, but other than that, it's like he don't think nobody's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It be political. That's what I do know.
Sure.
You feel me? And then that's what it be is, yeah. Like I say, comedy is looking like the rap game kind of.
Shots fired, baby.
Exactly.
These comedians on stage with the 40 and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just for protection. Nigga, this is comedy.
All of that. I remember y'all probably more familiar with me, than me, but yeah, it was a comedian that was somewhere involved in the Mo 3 thing. You feel me? Like the Houston comedian. I think he ended up getting killed down there. Like y'all know who Mo 3 is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it was, I don't know, man. I just be seeing hella shit online, man. Damn shame. You feel me? But yeah.
Yeah.
It's serious out there, even for a comedian.
Real talk. Okay, so you just recently, back to you. You just recently dropped Raindrops. Is that
dropping music, and I don't really drop them in the times, like I don't make a song and be like, I'm gonna drop this one. If I make it and I feel like Raindrops for me was a song going back to my partner E Dog. We did Drop Top, and so I did Raindrops because it was kind of like me telling him that we gonna stay grinding because he just ain't in good health right now. So that's what Raindrops was about. And so, yeah,
That's
man,
beautiful.
dropped that a couple months ago. That's one of them ones to me. You feel me? For sure.
It's dope, bro. I listened to it a couple times today, and I was digging it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's always, I'm gonna tell you on some real talk though. It's always a blessing when I hear younger people say they hear something that I made, and because sometimes I'll be like, man, that sounds like something I could have did in '93. Like it's that simple to me. You feel me? But to hear people like today hear it and be like, man, that's dope. And once again, knowing that that's one of the songs that I just actually wrote, that's a blessing to hear that. So thank you for that compliment, man. You feel me? So yeah, I guess I still got it a little bit.
Without doubt, without a doubt. Uh,
This old humble ass dude.
Female rap
Yeah,
report jumped in there one more time for us. She said, "I love the vibe of Raindrops. That's some smooth ish."
man. Hey, and shout out to Slapmaster. Shout out to Slapmaster, who's one of my. So there's the Sean T. That was the 2000s era, and then I kind of met Slapmaster in 2009, and it's the same thing kind of me with him, man. Is he got so many versatile styles and types of beats that I can just be like, what you got? And so Raindrops, yeah, that's Slapmaster that really created that. All I do is listen to what the producer do and be like, I think this what this sound like. And to me, so yeah, shout out to Slapmaster.
Amen.
So a lot of people don't know shit. We got you here live, man. We might as well let them know that what's happening April 5th, Cuddy.
Oh man, this is what's big. This is what's really going on, and I ain't even been talking about because I'm so focused on, man. I got to knock it down though. I got to show up. It ain't about just the announcement, but yeah, man, your boy is finna have, in my opinion, my first like headline show over there in Des Moines, Iowa. You
Hello.
Oh
feel me? At
shit.
Lefties Live, man. It's
Hello.
going down. Man, it's like I'm officially in the Midwest. You feel
Yes,
me? That's
sir.
how I'm feeling about that one. And so yeah, man, we gonna be April 5th, which is my mom's birthday.
What?
You feel
Oh,
me?
dope.
Yeah, man. We gonna be in Des Moines, Iowa. And
Yes,
so that's where my
sirski.
mind is at right now. Real talk. Cause I'm like, it's a big deal for me, man. It's a
Man, hey,
big
you
deal for
deserve
me.
it. Hey, you deserve it on
Hey,
everything.
I appreciate that,
On
bro. Real
everything.
talk. It's a big deal, man.
I'm all
So
about
yeah, I'm
trying to
trying
bring
to
the
rep
underground
that.
to Des Moines. You know what I'm saying? Hey, niggas with they badges. You know what I'm saying? They deserve that
Yeah,
shit, and you one of them guys, in my
man.
opinion. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, I appreciate it though, man. Yeah. And it's
Yes, sir.
here go the crazy thing is so when I was a kid, it was a time to where my mom and dad split up for a few months. So she she ended up putting us kids on a Greyhound bus, and we rode all the way from Oakland to Milwaukee because that's where I
Oh,
was born at. You
okay.
feel me? So, and I just remember going through Nebraska and Des Moines. You feel what I'm saying? And then here's the thing: is when we went back to California, I had to ride the bus back through there. You feel me? So going back to Des Moines, man, to these are spots that I used to look at on maps when I was a kid or hear about them in my head. And so it's a blessing to be years later after you start your little childhood thing and be writing these raps, man, and have an opportunity to come to Des Moines, Iowa and actually rock. Cause that's one of those cities you'd be like, I wonder who out here though.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah. Hey,
And to know y'all out there, it's a blessing, man, for
hey, there's
sure.
real niggas all over the map, dog.
Man, it's real.
I
It's
remember
real
the
though.
I remember the Crip homies had your mind blown last time you was here.
The boys from the Lou, huh? That
Yeah. The Waterloo
Hey,
homies.
man, but that's what hip hop do. And people try to say it ain't hip hop. You feel me? When they get to the street edge, but it's hip hop, man. It's hip hop, and hip hop don't win. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You feel me? It's everywhere. So that's the blessing.
I think it's pretty dope, and even I go as far as saying it's beautiful that hip hop brings all these different people together. You know what I mean? Like it could be somebody from Des Moines and somebody from Oakland and somebody from LA, and everybody can connect on the same tip over just some love of some music.
Yes, sir.
And that's where it come from. It come from the these people that was sat to the side. Not every station still wants to play hip hop, and so our community, you feel me? It's a special community, man. You feel me?
Amen.
Definitely. Yeah.
We had to fight for our spot to be here.
Man, every day, still.
But y'all heard it first here on EmceeTV, April 5th, 2024. Rich Tycoon headlining Lefty's live music in Des Moines, Iowa, with the homie Naj. We got a killer lineup for him. You know what I'm saying? Some opening artists. It's gonna be fucking the game up.
Shout out to Naj too, man. He be killing the game. Man.
Hell yeah.
Yes sir.
That's gonna be real heavy.
So it's going down, man. Catered by Give You a Belly barbecue, man, and we're gonna have a good time, man. Try to get the city out here to see this motherfucking Oakland legend. You dig?
Man, I'm gonna show up and do the damn thing, man. I'm obligated
questioning
to.
That.
For sure.
We're excited. We're excited for it. Real talk.
Man, thank you.
But time is winding down, man. Let's hit two more topics. Let's hit them with the garage question, and then let's hit eats, and man, let's get everybody to bed.
Okay, word. All right, so this one's real simple. I'm gonna set it up for you. Money's not an object. You get a 3-car garage. You get an old school, a new school, and just a bucket. Just something to push around and just get you from A to B. So what do you got in your garage?
Dream big, my nigga. Dream big.
I'm gonna pick the bucket first, right?
The scraper, nigga. The scraper.
No, I'm gonna pick the bucket. Just like, what's wrong with bruh?
Oh shit.
No, cause I'm gonna pick a Toyota Corolla, right, as my bucket.
Nice.
They still gave me like 4 bands back. You feel me? The insurance company. You feel me? They didn't want to fix it. Yeah, because by then it was just like, but anyway, yeah, so that's my bucket. Just to let people know I'm still real and I'm riding foreign. You feel me? Like, because the Toyota is technically a foreign, right? But so let's go to the old school, man. And if you know me, you know Drop Top. Everybody know, man. I got to have that Mustang, and it's gonna be probably. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and go with the 64 and a half because if you know anything about Mustangs, that's actually the first one. It's not the 65. It's the 64 and a half. So that would make me like the original Mustang. As far as a new car, man, I don't want no new car, but I'm gonna make a new car, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn that like a 67 Camaro thing and bring it up to date. So you gonna think it's brand new. It's gonna be the engine and everything. You feel me? And it's still gonna be gas powered because that's how we're moving into the. You feel me? That's how I'm moving into the future. But my top of the line car is gonna be an old school car that's just immaculate in the sense of like, damn, this is an old school, but it's all electric windows. Damn, this is an old school, but the heat is nice.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like everything is, but
One of those resto mods.
that's exactly what they call it, a resto mod. I didn't even want to say it because most people don't know what that is. Yeah, yeah. They call it a resto mod to where you restore it, basically update the car. So that would be kind of like my dream car, is to take an old school body and just have everything modernized on the inside, digital dash. You feel me? Have it looking just crazy.
I fuck with that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got, Steve?
That's a dope twist on the question too. I like what you did with it because we ain't had anybody do that yet.
Yeah.
So you brought your own flavor on that one. I fuck with it.
Corolla.
So yeah. So I'm right there with you. You said Corolla. My bucket, my A to B car is. I got a Honda now. I'm gonna stick with the Honda. I'm just gonna give me a little more contemporary one. You know what I'm saying? It's great on gas. I can get around with it. Safe. I'm good.
Reliability.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm rocking with the Honda. For the old school, I'm going 64 Chevy Impala. I used to cut them out the lowrider magazines when I was a kid and put them on the wall with the tape and whatnot. So eventually I was able to obtain one. I'm still working on it and whatnot. That's the only reason I knew the term resto mod, because I'm learning about these cars and how to work on them and whatnot. So so I'll go 64 Chevy Impala. For the new school, I'm gonna go Tesla. I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna let that joint drive itself. You know what I mean? Siri, take me to the crib.
Hello.
So, that's me. That's me. Ray, what you got?
Shit, for the old school, man, let's do a 1987 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. You dig?
Woo.
I'm with that all the way.
Yeah. Hey. It's extra real though. I'm telling you, nigga. He really come from it. I could tell.
And then for the bucket, man, let's do a 1995 Cadillac DeVille.
See?
You know what I'm saying? And then for the new school, let's do the 2024 Cadillac XL Escalade. You know what I'm saying? The XL Escalade.
Definitely a Cadillac,
motherfucker.
All
the way.
We were gonna swing by the office when we were in Detroit and see if we couldn't get Ray a little Cadillac sponsorship. We didn't make it over there, but we took the little monorail and cruised by and scoped out the offices for next time we in the area.
Right.
Hey, on everything, man. I don't fuck around, man. All I drive is caddies, man. It's not a car, it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? On daddies. Hey, on daddies. The only way I'll drive a different car is another motherfucker buy it for me. But if it's coming from my paper, shit, all lax for the rest of my life. That's just how I'm getting down. No doubt.
And it's that laid back, whether you triple timing or whatever, the beat is still like, you feel me, like on that gangster kind of, it's not mob, but yeah, man, it's that slow and low. Like, cause I'm a Cool Cal fan, and like, you feel me? I don't know if y'all remember dude from Milwaukee.
My project.
All of that, man, and it's definitely some vibes. Yeah, so I can see you in a few Cadillacs, right? That's my point.
It's Ersky, man. Hey, it's a lifestyle, Rich.
For sure.
All right, Ray, you want to close them out with the last one?
Man, let's talk local eats, man. If I was visiting Oakland, man, give me a couple spots that is a must-eat at places. You know what I'm saying? Some must-eat at joints in Oakland, man.
What's on the bucket list?
Man.
Some of your favorite restaurants.
Crazy thing is, a few of them been shut down, man. I'm gonna give you probably the people's favorite, which I think everybody should hit, is Everett & Jones barbecue. And the reason I was kind of like, and not because they not good, but because most locals would be like, that's just Everett & Jones, but there's a whole, they've had several locations in Oakland. One of the main spots is downtown Oakland, so it's kind of like, but they good. They good. Check out Everett and Jones for the barbecue.
Is that Everett or Ever?
Everett.
Everett Jones.
And Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a debate whether they was better than this old school in Flint's, but Everett and Jones, that's the spot to where when the Warriors was winning, they was over there. You feel me? Like it's one of them spots. As far as, man, I'm telling y'all, it's kind of hard for the town because and my other spot, which a lot of people probably won't even know where this is at or this spot because it's kind of under downtown Oakland. It's called Quick Bites. It's a fish spot. It's a little hole in the wall, and they've been there for like going on about 20 years right now. And so, yeah, every time I'm in a town, I try to pull up down there and get, a few pieces of catfish and some shrimp. You know what I'm saying? And they good for that for a decent price. They down there about 15th and Broadway, around in that area somewhere. So, yeah, man, those my spots. You said 2, right?
However many.
Yeah, I think that's about, because the town, a lot of them shutting down, man, the good ones.
So let me ask you this. Okay, you and your wife, the wife is dressed up all nice, say it's an anniversary, something beautiful, you know what I'm sizzling. You got the bag,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? 5-star, where you taking her?
Well, on the real, we never have good luck with 5-star restaurants, but we have good luck with good restaurants. I'm probably, as far as like on that level, what is it called? The dead fish. All right, so you leave. It's the dead fish is not in Oakland, though.
Yeah.
It's going towards Vallejo. Vallejo is about 25 minutes north of Oakland. You got to cross a bridge to get to Vallejo, and as soon as you cross that bridge, and whatnot. So probably the dead fish. That's one I do know. I take her. I like a spot. It's a spot in Union City too. I want to give some credit to because it's my favorite crab spot, and that's Backyard Bayou. And Union City about 20 minutes south of Oakland. So that's why I say it's hard. Is you got to know too. This is Oakland is kind of like hood. And so some of the restaurants don't want to mess with Oakland, so they'll be like on the outskirts. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Just don't shoot.
Still in the town. Man.
Hey, I'm gonna hold you to all that shit too, because I'm a listener. And when I touch down in the Bay, nigga, them are all the spots I'm hitting.
For sure. Hey, y'all going on tour, right?
Man. First stop of the tour is Des Moines, Iowa, February 16th. I think we got about 15 dates or some shit like that lined up, man. We're finna make our way all the way out to LA and shit, so I'm excited for that. Shout out my homeboy AJ the Dread out of Omaha. Shout out my guy Gotti, you know what I'm sizzling. Shout out the big homie T-Bear. Man, we finna hit the road, man. We finna make this shit happen. This is gonna be my first full-length tour.
Yeah.
I've been on a few tour dates with AJ the Dread. We probably did 6 last year, but my 9 to 5 cut into that. That's us.
Oh, that's all I was going to say. Oh, it's active in Des Moines right now.
Sound like they pulled up right out front.
You heard the SK, nigga?
It's real out there. That's right.
But nah, man, last year I did probably 6 or 7 stops with them.
Yeah.
This year we're expanding it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to jump on more of the tour to get up out here. Some of my favorite places to hit is Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? I love performing down there. The people are real receptive. You know what I'm saying? I love barbecue, I love herb, and I love real niggas. So Kansas City is a great place to be for me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm real excited, man. February 16th, we're kicking that bitch off, man.
That's what's up. Congratulations on the tour, man, for sure.
I really appreciate you, dude.
Yes,
I really do. I'm excited for that, man.
Well, one more time, I think we should definitely tap in and let them know where everybody can find you at, Rich. And then we definitely want to let them know the Des Moines date one more time just to make sure everybody's there.
For sure.
What's that date?
April 5th. Des Moines, Iowa. Lefties Live, we finna turn that thing up, man. We finna turn it up. We finna have a good time.
All the
Nothing
way.
but good vibes, man. And the best place to find Rich Tycoon is at my official website, and that's www.richtycoon.biz. richtycoon.biz, that's what everything is. Instagram, YouTube links, all of that, but definitely get to know richtycoon.biz, because like I say, that's where it is.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, we appreciate you sitting down with us, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for everybody watching. And until next time, it's been your boy, that motherfucker Steve.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all time. And, man, y'all keep rocking and stay warm out there, man.
Man, this thing got jokes.
It's a heat wave right now. It's been -20. It's like +30, so we cool.
I know it's a task. I'm wishing you well.
Nigga say, "Oh, I'm in Cali. How's the weather out there?"
hey, it ain't normal, man. I wish y'all well. I wish y'all well.
Shit, halfway through the interview, I thought somebody flipped the fucking AC on. I got real chilly up in here. I was like, damn, was the window open?
It did get chilly up in this motherfucker.
But, hey, we appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
Hey, man, you a legend, Cuddy, man. It was beautiful to get you on here, man, to share your story. Hey, I think everybody should know that shit. Everybody should get to know you. And shit, I'm going to do my best to get my city familiar with you on Daddies.
Amen.
Thank you, bro. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, appreciate you, fam.
All right, 100.
All right, till next time. We out.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé. Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Big balls don't take